The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, on Thursday had denied plans by the federal government to reduce workers, but assured that government agencies will be merged. This is coming after Nigerians expressed dissatisfaction over the proposed plan of the federal government to lay off its workers. Ahmed said merging some agencies will definitely cut down operational costs, adding that the federal government will come up with incentive packages to retrain workers and redeploy them in some areas where they're useful. Vice President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Amechi Festus, while speaking with Galaxy's Daniel Tanimo, says the main essence of having different ministries is to enhance productivity. He also said the federal government should find another way to generate funds rather than reducing workers to cut down costs.
You don't just sit down and say merging of ministry, because I believe that when you merge ministry, you weaken government, you encourage corruption. Because reports are even too many for PAMSEC and minister to coordinate. How much more? Because they need to define modality to achieving merging. Because the original purpose of setting a ministry is to enhance performance, is to ensure that the effectiveness of workers is seen, and there will be closeness to monitoring. When you create that very closeness to monitoring, then you defeat all. That was what happened. That is what is happening to all of them. All the presidents that has emerged from 1999, especially the last two. The challenge of physical touch to the policy execution of the administration. They are not monitoring. And that's why you see some ministers can do away with some of these things and report theory to their master.
Amechi also said if government ministries are merged, it will be hard for one minister to handle and foresee the activities of two different ministries, which will affect report, supervision, and productivity of workers.
If you want to cut costs, or rather spend less, not even cutting costs, why must you cut costs? You can only cut off what you don't need and spend on what you need. So the reason for multi-spending, duplication of functions, those are the areas they should address, not ministries. Because a PAMSEC in charge of Ministry of Labor has foresight, the knowledge of issues that has to do with labor. You therefore cannot also compare such PAMSEC to oversee another ministry. You will end up losing the beauty of, in the first place, having workers to work for you. Weakness will die. Monitoring capacity will drop. There will be weakness in reporting, because eventually you may not even take report from subordinate followers. They certainly would. Once people know that the shade of their supervision is poor, then people can even work from home without the knowledge of their supervisor.